The Supreme Court handed a decisive victory to the National Rifle Association, NRA, on Thursday, ruling that the organization can pursue a claim that a New York official's actions violated its First Amendment rights. This case underscores the importance of free speech and could potentially limit government officials from exerting undue influence over private entities. In the aftermath of the tragic 2018 Parkland, Florida school shooting, Maria Vollow, then superintendent of the New York State Department of Financial Services, DFS, took actions that the NRA argues were intended to coerce banks and insurance companies to sever ties with the gun rights group. Vollow issued guidance letters warning these companies to consider the reputational risks of associating with organizations like the NRA. Additionally, she met with Lloyd's of London and allegedly suggested that the company could avoid penalties if it assisted in discouraging partnerships with the NRA. The court's unanimous decision, written by Justice Sonia Sotomayor, affirmed the NRA's right to move forward with its lawsuit. This marks a landmark ruling emphasizing that government officials cannot selectively wield their power to silence or punish viewpoints they disfavor. Sotomayor's opinion makes clear that while Vollow was within her rights to criticize the NRA and enforce insurance laws, her actions crossed the line into unconstitutional coercion. The decision will have far-reaching implications for how government regulators interact with advocacy groups. William Brewer, a lawyer for the NRA, hailed the ruling as a landmark victory for the NRA and all who care about our First Amendment freedom. The American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, often at odds with the NRA on gun issues, sided with the gun rights group in this case, highlighting the broad significance of protecting free speech from government overreach. Vollow's actions included sending letters to banks and insurance companies, urging them to reconsider their business ties with the NRA, amidst a politically charged climate following the Parkland shooting. Her lawyers argued that these letters were merely routine advisories on reputational risks, and they maintained confidence that Vollow would ultimately prevail on grounds of qualified immunity, which protects government officials from liability unless they violate clearly established law. This case has drawn comparisons to a 1963 Supreme Court ruling in Bantam Books v. Sullivan, where a Rhode Island commission attempted to intimidate booksellers into removing so-called obscene books. The parallels emphasize that any form of informal censorship or coercion by government officials is a direct violation of the First Amendment. While the decision ensures that the NRA can challenge Vollow's actions in court, it also keeps the door open for legitimate enforcement of New York's insurance laws. The NRA's controversial Carry Guard insurance program, offering coverage for legal defense costs related to firearm use, faced scrutiny and was found to violate state laws. Sotomayor's ruling ensures that such enforcement actions remain valid, striking a careful balance between regulation and free speech. In conclusion, the Supreme Court's ruling is a robust endorsement of free speech protections against government overreach. It serves as a reminder that even organizations like the NRA, often under intense scrutiny, are entitled to the same constitutional protections as any other group. This decision is a testament to the enduring principles of the First Amendment, ensuring that freedoms are preserved regardless of the political climate.